This story's crazy because it's true. Coming up here on In-Car Movie Review. Hi, this is Seth Welling and welcome to another In-Car Movie Review. Today I'm reviewing Spike Lee's latest, BlacKKlansman. BlacKKlansman is based on a book of the same name, written by Ron Stallworth. It stars John David Washington as Stallworth, Adam Driver as Stallworth's partner, Laura Harrier as Patrice Dumas, and Topher Grace as David Duke. It's a biographical crime comedy about the first African-American detective in the Colorado Springs Police Department who takes down the local chapter of the Ku Klux Klan. I'd classify this as an intellectual movie, maybe date movie, maybe not. And I know you're thinking, wait a minute, did you say comedy and KKK in the same sentence? Yes, I did. You see, there's a lot of pain in comedy. Let me explain. Comedy is a way to deal with uncomfortable topics like being unpopular or different. In school, the football stars and the head cheerleader didn't have to be funny. They were cool. People like you and me had to be funny sometimes to even be noticed in the hallowed halls of high school. Humor covers up the fact that you're not as good looking or as good at sports, that you look different from other kids in your class. In BlacKKlansman, the humor covers rage and outrage because it has some pretty disturbing moments, like when Officer Landers sexually assaulted Stallworth's friend Patrice outside a civil rights rally. But we're getting ahead of ourselves here. In 1972, Ron Stallworth becomes the first black detective in the Colorado Springs Police Department. He's assigned to the records room and faces a lot of racism, so he decides to switch to undercover. They assign him to a civil rights rally and he meets Patrice there, only to have the assignment devolve into the horrible situation described above. After that assignment, Stallworth is assigned to the intelligence division. One day he comes across a recruitment ad in a paper and he calls in pretending to be a white man to see if he can join the KKK. He has to recruit Flip Zimmerman so he can go to a meeting with Walter Breachway, the president of the Colorado Springs KKK. Stallworth and Zimmerman keep talking to Breachway. Stallworth calls David Duke, a grand wizard in Louisiana, to expedite his membership, and Zimmerman has to take a Jewish lie detector test at gunpoint. Imagine that. This movie is unusual because it shows good people doing bad things. Connie, an average white person, attempts to plant a bomb at the home of a white civil rights activist. It illustrates that even the average person can be convinced to turn on others in their community. Some of you may think this is far-fetched for Colorado because it sounds more like the South a decade earlier. But my dad knew. He graduated from graduate school about 130 miles north of Colorado Springs in 1971. He found out that Colorado can be really conservative and very resistant to social change. Nothing happened to him, but he knew that it was possible for average people to react to something that they didn't understand and lash out in a violent and racist way. That being said, BlacKKKlansman is very watchable for any audience. It doesn't vilify white people. It describes a time 46 years ago that's eerily similar to the time we're living in now. If you like this video, click like, subscribe, ring my bell for notifications, visit my links in the comment box below, and see you at the movies.